Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, my name is Serge. I'm a French photographer living in Los Angeles, and I want to talk to you about a workflow that changed my life as a photographer. I created a series of presets and profile that can completely change your photos in just a few clicks. Now my work is in over 85 galleries around the world. I have 4 coffee table books that's out. I've been published in over 400 magazines. But before this success, I struggled a lot as a photographer. In fact, I almost gave up photography several times. It hit me about 10 years ago. I said, if I want to go anywhere as an artist or as a photographer, I need to create a series of photos that will create an impact. Now, at the time I was the VP sales of a web company working in hotels in the nicest area of Paris, France. So I decided I was going to create one of the most authentic black and white and color that would really reflect the beauty of one of the most beautiful cities in the world, Paris. And I started doing that. I worked a lot on composition, I worked a lot on my camera settings to capture the light the best possible, but I was still missing an ingredient, which was post-processing. This is when I decided to really spend some time learning Lightroom and Photoshop, so I can really take the best possible photo, but then also make it even better in Lightroom and Photoshop. As soon as I started to have a great body of work about Paris, and they were really well processed, I started getting reach from galleries and publisher. In fact, my publisher wanted my first 2 books to be in black and white, but I'm a color artist. I had never done black and white really in my life, never published a black and white color. So I studied the work of Ansel Adams and how I could replicate that work in Lightroom through using presets. And I created a whole series of presets in black and white that made my Paris and New York book. Let me show you a little conversion of black and white. For example, here's a raw file from Yosemite. I can go here and apply some of my black and white presets, find the right one, which I think in this case is going to be black and white linear circle dark. 1 click and it's just a starting point. But this is the before photo and this is the after photo. Here is a panorama from Paris, same idea. I'm just going to go through my black and white preset and just find something that's going to look really cool. I think this one might be the best, or actually light or lighter. Yeah, light is going to be good. And again, so this is the before. And this is the after. The color preset actually came later on when I had to do my book on Venice. Here's the story. I was on vacation in Florida and my publisher sends me an email, says that he wants the entire photo in a week. I thought I had 3 months to process all the photos. And I had 3,000 raw files to go through. I can tell you something, it was the end of my holidays. I rented a big screen and I started going through all my raw files. But the raw files are very dull in nature. Sometimes you have to open the shadows, bring down the highlights, do a basic exposure, find the right colors with the temperature and the white balance and the hue and the saturation and luminance. And then you can look at the photo and appreciate if the photo is going to be good enough or not. And so, after doing this, sometimes it would take quite some time to go through all these sliders, and then I would look at the photo, I was like, no, that's not a good photo, I would throw it away, and then I would restart over, and I realized I was wasting time. So this is when I started doing my signature preset, which is like 5 presets for golden hour, 5 presets for sunset, 5 presets for daylight, 5 presets for snow, 5 presets for night photography, 5 presets for blue hour photography. You got it. And the whole idea is this, I could just go through my preset, see something that I like, and then take it from the preset is only a starting point, and then really make it to how I want the photo. But this way I was able to do my entire Venice book in about a week time, which would have not been possible with a preset. But not only it speeded up my workflow, but also it gave me a consistency, a look to my entire Venice book, which was consistent. All the color photos had the same kind of, hue and saturation. That was very important to me. You cannot have like a very colorful photo and one that's very dull. It wouldn't make sense in a book like Venice. A lot of people tell me I don't like presets because I want to express myself as an artist, and I totally understand that, but that's completely the case. All the preset is going to do is give you the basic colors, the basic sharpening, the basic exposure that is right for sunset, for golden hour, for blur. Then it's up to you as an artist to express yourself. It's only a starting point, but I cannot tell you how many people wrote me saying, I didn't believe in your preset, I gave it a shot, and some photos that I was going to throw away turned out to be really great photos that did really well on Instagram. For example, I got this email from Norway where you can see the photos. He says he was going to throw away this photo and it turned out to be one of his best on Instagram using one of my presets. Then a few months ago, Adobe decided to add profile to Lightroom. Now, at first I didn't understand what was the big deal about that, but when I started studying profile and creating my own profile, I understood how much it's a big deal because profile is a way to completely alter your photos. You can do things with profile that you cannot do in Lightroom, and I don't even know how I would do it in Photoshop. Let me show you. I really want to show you the difference between a preset and a profile. So here's a photo I shot in Florence, and I can use one of my day profile. I can use like a day linear circle. I can make my whites brighter, my blacks. I can make the whole photo a little bit brighter. I can adjust it. So that's what you do with preset. It's a basic adjustment. And but when you go to profile, you can completely, let's say that I wanted this garden to be like more autumn color, all right? The only thing I could do before profile existed was go to the hue, saturation, and luminance, and I could try play around with my greens, to change my green color, make them very green or very lush, but I couldn't get them to become red. It's impossible. However, if I go to profile, I'm using my light pack, for example, I can completely change the colors. Check it out. Look at the colors. It's completely like an autumn color, and you can click on it and you can make it just a little bit or very strong, like autumn colors. You can go, I can completely alter the color as I over the different preset. Of course, you have to find what is right for the photo, but a profile will completely alter your photo and the colors completely, and you have to find, so you can go very natural, or I can go sunset strong. I can go something really strong, like a sunset boost, or I can go completely unreal, like making the green into the blue. So not every profile works for every photo, but on this one I wanted to give it more of autumn color. So on this photo, I'm going to use a daylight autumn and just add it, not completely, but just a little bit, to give it just a little warmer color if it was coming more toward autumn. So that's what profile is. Let me show you another example. This is a photo that I shot in Paris not so long ago. I'm going to go to my basic retouching, day linear circle dark. And I never published this photo. I climbed up really high to get this photo, but I didn't like the colors. But now I can also go into my profile and make it crazy into like a sunset, make it into a more blue things, or completely cold, or something like this. I like that, for example. And it totally, like, without the profile, with the profile, it adds that little je ne sais quoi, that little look to your photo, And I think I'm gonna end up maybe, with this one or this one. You get the idea. Or you can go really warm. You can pick whatever you want. Oh, I like this one. It makes all the trees really red. So that's the difference. A preset is going to retouch your photo. A profile is going to give you a look. These profiles and this look totally changed my life. That's why I'm doing great as a fine art artist, making great money selling my work in over 85 galleries around the world with my books. It is because of these profiles and this preset, and I want to share that with you. I have an amazing offer for you. In fact, I have 9 different packs that I want to give you as a bundle. First of all, you got 5 packs which are preset. Pack number 1 is my signature preset that I just mentioned, where you've got 5 for golden hour, 5 for sunset, 5 for blue hour. Then we've got the special effect preset that covers all my black and white preset, the Ansel Adams type preset, the Hollywood looks, the HDR, the special, very famous Instagrammer preset. Then you have the portrait preset, which are much lighter preset, but are amazing for respecting skin tone and still having a dramatic look. Then we have the wedding presets, which have like really very impactful light effects that will really get your wedding or portrait to the next level. Last but not least, it's actually the biggest pack, the film look preset. Film look, I worked with another photographer for months, studying all the different films and how they responded to photography and tried to mimic that with preset. It's very useful for Instagram. It's going to take your photos to places you would not even expect. So you can get all these 5 packs, which is over 300 presets in that bundle. But that's not all. You also get all my profiles. I got 4 profiles pack. One which is called Light, which is the biggest one, and it has all the different light effects like sunset, golden hour, and it's just gonna add that extra look to your photo, or can even turn, for example, spring photo into an autumn photo. Then we have the urban profile, which is really made for cities and is going to really make your cityscape look awesome. Then I have the landscape pack. The landscape pack is for landscapes and was really made to make your landscape, and add that extra look or extra color. And as any profile, you can always go all the way or just a little bit. Last but not least, I have the portrait profile pack. We'll just add a little look to your portrait to just make them really cool, or add that little extra thing that's just gonna make it pop. So you can get this 9 packs for a very low price. Each pack costs $79. 9 times $79 equals $711. But right now you can get all the profiles, all the presets for the amazing price of $47 if you act fast. You will also get full tutorials on how to use the preset, how to install them, and the profiles. And I'm also going to throw in some source files that I'm going to give you for free that you can play around with. So you can get all that right now for $47. And it's a 30-day guarantee. I don't care if it's in 29 days, 59 minutes. If you don't like it for any reason, no question asked, I will give you your money back. But I'm sure you will love it and you will give it a shot. So take this offer, get all my presets and all my profiles for $47. Best deal ever.